Hey y'all, welcome back to the Dancing Italian Urban Farm, or welcome if you are new. My name is Leslie, and today we are going to be setting up my new 2026 bullet journal. Now, I am using the B5 Solinara Dark Grid Notebook in Navy from Tifosi. I will link to it in the description if you like it. I'm also using some washi tapes from Journal Say in this video as well, and if they are still available, I will also link them. I have this beautiful white astrology one, this cream colored one that I actually don't wind up using in the setup, though it is beautiful. And then I have some astrological and astronomy ones from Journal Say as well. So, like I said, if I can link to them, I will. And now to set up, I'm showing those from Paper Monogatari, although I don't wind up using them in this particular setup. I think I'm going to use them for January. So stay tuned for that video coming soon. I'm just going to write my name in the front of my journal. I did glue the first two pages together because they were kind of wonky. So I wanted to do that. And then I'm just going to put 2026 on the very first page. Now, for some of my yearly setup things, I do 12 months just because I'm not sure if I'm going to use this bullet journal for 12 months or for 6 months. I'm not really sure how much is going to fit in this particular journal. So some of the things I go ahead and set up for 12 months. Some I only set up for 6 months, but I leave room for the other 6 months of the year. Now, for these tapes that come with the backing on them, I do use those little clear hair ties to hold them together so they don't go all over the place. I also cut the paper so that I leave a little tag so it's easier to get a hold of them. Now, this sticker book I got off of Amazon. Again, if it's still available, I will link to it. I love this little sticker book. It's just got all sorts of different kind of witchy, astrology, magic things in it. So, like I said, if it's available still, I will link to it as well. Just kind of flipping through to see what I want to use for my setup because, my cat Lyra came to visit. See what I want to use. I'm kind of doing an astrology, astronomy, stars and planets kind of theme for 2026. So, yeah, now I'm going to start setting up my trackers and things that I'm going to use for the whole year. I'm going to put this washi tape down, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to move the kind of blue and purpley colored one, the one I'm putting down now. I'm going to move it over some because I didn't like that. I didn't like the way I cut my Dutch doors. There was white showing, and that bothered me. But anyway, I'm going to be doing some Dutch doors here at the beginning. I'm just using these two tapes that can be oriented either vertically or horizontally. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun setting this up, and I think a lot of times we try too hard to be perfect and not make any mistakes, especially if we are sharing content online. And it's okay to make a mistake. And I think showing the mistakes helps everybody. It helps people realize that it's okay to make mistakes. And I think we all need to keep that in mind as we begin a new year, that mistakes are going to happen, and we have to give ourselves grace to make those mistakes. Anyway, I am doing my quote. I always like to put a quote at the beginning of my bullet journal, something just to kind of signify the start of either a new year or a new bullet journal. And this is a quote from T.S. Eliot. It's "Every moment is a fresh beginning." And I just think that that is something we all need to keep in mind, that even if something goes wrong in the morning, the afternoon can go better. That just because our morning didn't go the way we wanted it to, it doesn't mean that the whole day is shot. That we can turn the day around, because every moment that we have is a fresh new beginning. All right, so I am moving on to I guess it's kind of like a year at a glance, future log page. I will be putting in 12 calendars, January through December of 2026. So that I can track things that I know are coming up, like all the dance competitions that my daughter and I will be going to, any other big events that are coming up, holidays that are coming up, any birthdays that are coming up, things like that. I will be tracking here. I'm going to put a little key down at the bottom. I haven't decided what colors I want to use for everything yet, so I did not fill it out, but I will be filling that out in the next couple of days. Now, these stickers I'm using for the months of the year, I did get on Amazon. If I can find them, I will link to them as well. They're just on clear sticker paper, and they are they're very nice to have. Okay, you see that white? At first I was like, okay, I'll just have to deal with it, but then it really did bother me. Now, I did lose some footage. My phone died and quit recording. Well, my phone quit recording, or I didn't push play or something, and then my phone died. So anyway, you're going to see some jumps, so I apologize for that. But I will flip through everything at the end of the video so that you can see it. I'm just putting in my calendars. I did January through June, and I'm doing July through December. And I did pencil in when the month started and when it ended, so that I would make sure I had the dates right. You can buy stickers or make stickers for these if you so choose. I just decided to handwrite it in because that's what I decided to do. Although I probably could have made these in Canva, I just didn't feel like it. So there you go. I am going to put some washi tape down at the bottom of this page because the bottom of the front page has my key on it, and I don't need to write that twice. So now I'm using that white washi tape again to kind of go vertically down the page. And this is going to be my goals page. I have divided it into 4 sections. And it's personal, financial, career, and then home. So I'm just going to write down the goals that I have or that I would like to accomplish in 2026 in those 4 areas of my life. And probably what I will do is I'll probably write down about 3 goals for each one, maybe 4, and I'll just pick a goal to work on every month and break it down into smaller steps. I'm sorry, my camera's shaking. It's attached to my desk, and my desk shakes when I erase. I need a new desk, but it's just not in the budget right now, and that's okay. So here's me putting my key in for my, I guess, future log. here's me moving the tape. I didn't know if I got this or not. But yes, I'm going to move the tape over. And it got stuck to itself. I had the hardest time with this, guys. I do cover up part of the B for beginning, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. I'd rather not have that. I fought with this tape. I really did. But I made it work. I got it. Yay. I'd rather not have the white space. Okay, so now I am going to label the 4 quadrants for my goals. Like I said, it was personal, financial, career, and home. And I probably will only pick a few for each one. I don't want to overwhelm myself for the 2026. And now I moved on to my weekly schedule. So I had it planned out differently, but then I realized that wasn't going to work. So I decided to do it a different way. So what I'm going to do is my weekly schedule for January through April. So this is for homeschool as well as for the dance studio where I teach dance. And I'm just going to try to write down like the hours that I'm there. I'm not going to try to break it down. I will probably do that in a different place. I may do that on another sheet of paper and just kind of washi tape it in, because my schedule will change in the summer and then it will change again in the fall. So I'm just trying to get it down so I have some sort of record of what my schedule is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and write summer schedule, and then I write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I'm going to write weekly schedule August through December. Put some more washi tape in. I kind of made a little bit of a boo-boo here, because I'm going to flip the page and I'm going to put that same white washi on the other side. So I have that right next to each other in my waterfall tabs, but I just didn't have the brain space to change it. And that's okay. That's okay. It is okay, I promise. So now I am going to do my weight tracker. And at first I just had this divided into 6 boxes, but then I decided to divide it into 12 boxes so I can have the whole year together. Now I pulled out this washi, which is from Simply Gilded, I believe. And it had lost all of its sticky, so I had to put glue down. But one of the things I am trying desperately to do is use up washi that I already have. So I just put some glue down and used glue to stick it down with. And also that pink and navy kind of starry sky looking thinner washi is also from Simply Gilded. I don't know if she still has those because I got them several years ago. I've had them for a while, but I will link to her shop if anybody's interested. She has some beautiful washis. Again, I am going to use these little stickers that I got from Amazon to just put the abbreviations for the months in there. And this is a place for me to keep track of my weight and some measurements. Because I am on a health journey and I am trying to just track how my body's changing from month to month. I am in perimenopause right now, and that journey has been rather rough for the last couple of years. So that's what I am trying to do. Okay, now I'm going to run some glue down this side of the bullet journal and put some more of that navy tape down. Again, like I said, I'm just trying to use up things. I did have to put some glue down just to keep that that tape down. Y'all, it was kind of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. Pulling out my little cutter tool here just so that I can get a nice straight line. And this is going to be my period tracker for at least the first 6 months of 2026. And I track my cycle, and I track some symptoms, like how fatigued I am, how much pain I'm in, how severe my bloating is, whether I have a hot flash or not. And just, different symptoms that I may need to discuss with my healthcare professional. And it's just a fairly simple table. I'm going to put the days 1 through 31 down the left side there. And then what I do is I will go in and I will black out those months that don't have 31 days. And I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. And I just went with the month abbreviations. I will move these because I should have put them more towards the top of the box so I could put my little headings on each column. I'll do that here in a minute. And then I will put my key down at the bottom so that I can keep track of everything. This is when I realized I didn't leave myself enough room to put my little headers at the top. So I will just move these out of the way. I'm telling y'all, this year's been a bit of a struggle. So this is me trying to figure out how exactly I want to put everything, because the way I had it for 2025 was slightly different. But I'm basically tracking my period, I'm tracking fatigue, I'm tracking pain instead of headache. I was tracking headache, but now I'm just tracking pain because I'm just in pain. And then I'm tracking my bloating, how bad my bloating is. So I'm just writing my little key down. And what I'll do is in the period column, if I have a hot flash, I'll just write HF in there. And just to keep track of all of that, so I can discuss it with my doctor at my next annual checkup. I do track my pain and my bloating on a number scale, like 0 to 1, 2 to 4, 5 to 7, and then 8 to 10. And then as far as fatigue, I have exhausted, tired, rested, and energized. And just the way I color in the square will determine where it is on that scale. And that's pretty much it, guys. That is my 2026 bullet journal setup. I will be doing my January setup soon, and I will hopefully be putting that out in the next week or so. Thank you so much for joining me today for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Ask any comments, leave any comments or questions you have for me in the comment section. Click that subscribe button if you have not done so already, so that you are sure to get all of our videos coming up here in the next several weeks. All right, y'all. Bye.